Welcome back to Marlowe House Presents Friday Night Hangouts. Tonight we are Legends of the Wild Wasting again.
Wasting away?
Wasting away.
in Margaritaville.
No.
No?
No.
Can we do that one night?
I don't know. You want to tell them? I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
Isn't there tequila and margaritas? Tequila and me are not friends.
Yeah, tequila and triple sec usually. Or I could, I can't say it. I can't say my drink name.
I'm McFez.
When the movie for Deadwood came out, I made a souped up sour whiskey sour.
You can call it by its name.
Okay, it's just my one F-bomb then. The equivalent. It's a cocksucker sour.
There's no F in that.
No, but that's kind of one of those things that, it's on par. There's a reason they said it 60,000 million times on Deadwood. I mean, there's a reason there are drinking games set to that name, and you can drink, souped up sours. So, yeah. I didn't have anything better to do with a bunch of limes and lemons. So, hi everybody.
Hello.
Well, we have already been
I know.
up and running this morning, so we
I wasn't expecting you to talk about that.
well,
yet.
I wasn't really. Well, we did something this morning, and when it goes live, we will share links
When we know more.
when we know more. So who's something is yeah. Well, welcome back, Terry. Thank you for my birthday present. He's so cute.
You shot pictures of it though.
I took a picture of it.
Yeah.
He's a red panda bear cat.
Oh, it was a bear cat?
Yep. So you and Terry will have to drink something other than margaritas because he and tequila don't get along either. All right.
As it should be.
Mm-hmm. That does not surprise me, Jennifer.
Not at all.
So, what have you been up to?
Yeah, because they've already asked. So.
Yeah. No, I for those who watch my show, if you saw the recorded one, you were there for when I sort of
is now following us.
Yes.
Dwellum.
Welcome to Dwellum.
Oh, that's not Mike Wellum, is it? I don't know. We'll find out. Sorry. So anyway, so yesterday you didn't have a show. And we were sad.
Because last Wednesday...
it is I, Mike's child, they say.
It's Remy.
Yes.
Hi, Remy.
Yeah, last Wednesday I've got the allergies. I had a horribly violent coughing and sneezing fit that ended in potentially a hernia in my side.
Yes.
So... it's having the allergies, like when I'm just moving normally and doing stuff, it not even noticeable. But when I sneeze or cough, it's horribly painful, or has been up until like the last day or so. But I was doing better, and then I was supposed to stream last night. Ended up going to dinner with my sister and a couple friends, and while we were out, I was like, ooh, Southwest cheesesteak. Southwest Philly cheesesteak. That sounds amazing.
Oh, no.
They spiced the shit out of that.
I'm sorry.
So it was really good, but it was so dry that I started going into coughing fits.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So
and the worst part was I'd had such a good day up until that point. I hadn't even worn the
brace or
the ice pack at all that day yesterday. And then just half dying.
Yeah.
I was not comfortable yesterday.
Sorry. It happens.
Yeah. But I have developed the kind of will now, because of how much the sneezes hurt, that I didn't sneeze for 4 days.
Wow.
I broke that streak today, but it didn't kill me.
That's amazing because
and it's only been once. Only once today.
because like you are legendary for sneezing lots.
I am. Always multiples of 3.
Yes.
Sometimes 10
Threes,
multiples
6,
of 3s.
9. As long as it's a multiple of 3, it's happening.
Yep.
Mm.
So what
I
normally
sneeze
happens?
right, I get it all done in one.
So what normally happens is Scott does a drawing or creative stream on Monday nights and Thursday nights at 9 p.m.
It's true.
and we share him on our stream. And on Tuesday we do ways to make your game better, or we just sit around and I distract Andrew until he can't take it anymore and he cuts the feed at 10 o'clock. And then on Fridays...
That's not exactly how that works.
That's how it seems to me, but okay. And then on Friday nights we game, but we invite everybody. One of the reasons we like to Dragon Snot in multiples of 3. Yeah, it's happened. But
That's a thing.
But on Friday nights we have our hangouts and we play games so that you can see just what a real gaming table is like, which is to say, not at all like all of those really professional people with really nice sets and stuff like that. I mean,
if you could see the convenience store bags that I bring with me, full of snacks and beverages
that are conveniently placed in
off camera.
a treasure chest.
That's true.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
One day I'll put googly eyes on that so it can be our very own mimic.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yes, we'll take it with us to Gen Con and we'll put our equipment in it. Plans for next year.
Maybe this year. Minus the googly eyes.
Hello, Michael.
So
oh yeah. we have new viewers but old friends in the chat. So that was kind of the quick and dirty of what we do on Friday nights. This is actually an ongoing story that we made up on the fly.
Gosh, how long have we been playing this? A couple months now?
Couple months.
Yeah.
Couple months.
About 3.
Yeah. And the Legends of the Wild Waste is sort of anime mashed up with, well, cowboys and Full Metal Alchemist, sort of.
Well, it's like full on fantasy meets cowboys meets powered armor in a anime blender.
Yes, exactly. So that's what we made up this time. We've done other things, and if you want to figure out where we came from, you can. Well, Andrew's got some of them up on YouTube. He's got to hurry and get those finished. Are the rest of them still?
They're all in limbo.
Okay, because they're not. They've been taken off.
I kind of thought I would go ahead and I guess started getting a few of them up, and I figured I would just ram through and get as many of them done right before Gen Con as I could.
Okay.
Because I will have time off before our vacation starts.
Oh, that's true, because you'll have a couple days off when I don't.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're not up...
Yeah, it looks like I'll actually be off that Tuesday before Gen Con all the way through.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Of course, I have to work 9 days straight to get there.
Well, that is a problem.
But yeah, there were zombie clouds and leprechauns as well.
Yes, there were zombie clouds and leprechauns, and...
It wasn't really a zombie cloud so much as there was a cloud of dust that went up and obscured the pack of zombies on the ground.
Fast-moving zombies. F those guys.
Yes, yes. Definitely. Yes.
Oh!
Yes, yes.
The other thing that happened...
Yes?
Or more to the point, hasn't happened. I made another Game of Thrones shirt.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. That has not yet been pulled from Cafe Press.
Yay!
I don't know if we're going to be able to.
I was going to say, so if you were,
are we going to be able to see it? It's got a glare.
Oh, there we go. That's better. Ish.
It's but
ish.
It's cool, and you can find it at Cafe Press, Scott's POV, right?
CafePress.com/Scott's POV.
Yep. You can also find Marlowe House stuff there too.
Not at
Scott's POV at Marlowe House.
So, you do still have the other T-shirts because you found a vendor locally, right?
That's an online one.
Oh, is it online?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can order them though.
So if you are interested in the ones that did get banned from Cafe Press, you can send Scott a PM
Yep.
and probably PayPal, and he'll arrange to get one of those to you.
PayPal, Cash App, Apple Cash.
Banned from Cafe Press. I can see that now. That's what you're going to have to put over the top.
That'll be the one that's on the website. Banned at Cafe Press. GOT. God, butthurt? I call that one season 8.
Some people definitely did not come away from that last season elegantly.
No, they did not.
No. Oh.
Of course, I like it because it could be the entire
thank you,
freaking
Terry.
series.
Wow, that really could take on all sorts of different meanings. So
But Michael's
anyway,
comment,
yes.
It's not inaccurate.
boys, it's a family show. What am I saying? It's
Oh, that's
not
right,
really.
Anthony. You guys you're gonna be at Gen Con now. Are you doing you're doing a meet and greet too? I think, aren't you? And now we'll wait for that answer. Yes, I know you did, Michael. That's your charm. We are not going
That's
to.
what Michael's my buddy.
You're not finding Marlowe House on Cafe Press.
I will shoot a link up at some point.
Oh, because you're getting video.
You're not getting video. It is supposed to be video because there should be a shot with Scott and Monica in one, me in the other, little chat window on the screen. Try reloading your page. Just it should come up. That it sometimes is an issue.
Oh, Terry had that problem too.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
thanks,
what Terry's issue was, and it does happen. It's occasionally a little. Oh, you're doing yours Thursday.
Oh, Thursday for lunch. We might
be able
be
to make
there. I don't know yet what we don't have a lot of things planned, but we also have a lot of people who want to meet with us, and I'm not sure what's going on Thursday. We'll try to. I'll look
Try
for
to
it
squeeze
though.
it in.
Yeah, we'll try to squeeze it in though, because I'd like to see you guys. But usually what we do on Wednesdays, we do meet and greet at the Brazilian steakhouse, but we aren't going to be able to do that this year because I'm going to have to work
Because
Wednesday.
Monica will be working on Wednesday, and that's
Dumb.
Stupid work. Anyway, but it pays the bills, so.
It would be an excellent year for you to make it to Gen Con, Michael.
Yes, it would, because you know what? Owen's going to be there too. And on Friday night, the No Direction crew is going to hang out. We're going to, after the dealer hall closes, we're going to get together and get some food and find some empty tables, and we're going to game. And that is all going to be open to the public if people want to show up.
Oh, I think we are. Did we get tickets for the...
I did, but I didn't think that was Friday night, because that's the Ennies. Oh, it's before the Ennies.
Yeah.
I did get tickets for that. I forgot. I thought it was Thursday night for some reason. Wow. That's going to be tough. Because the No Direction people. I mean, I'm going to see Shauna and Monty a ton of times because I'm going to like all of their
we'll have to figure out
We'll have to figure it out. Anyway, so that is tentatively our schedule. When we know more about it, we'll get there. So we'll get it up.
We will post it.
Well, what now?
We will post it to your forehead. All right.
And
no more Draw
unfortunately, I don't
Mermaids.
think there's any chance of Scott going this year, is there?
No, not likely.
So it'll just be
Because we have
Marlowe House Prime.
Yeah, we've got the camp going, and the last week of it is.
So
runs-
even if
yeah.
even if you could go, you can't go because you're doing something that week at work.
I'm probably getting scheduled for that. They're in the middle of making that week's schedule already.
Well, that stinks. Well, if you want to, we have an extra bed because we got a good hotel, but it's 2 doubles. I don't think they have queens. Their rooms are kind of small. Yeah. You can sleep on the floor, and I'll take one bed, and Andrew can take the other. Because I hate sleeping in a double bed with another person.
It's not easy.
No offense. No offense.
None taken.
I don't know. My screen hasn't frozen
That's
on my
weird.
phone.
Apparently, we are having Twitch issues tonight, or
You
Twitch
know
is
what?
having issues tonight.
I've noticed that our speed,
but our
has
speed's
dropped a
actually
couple
been pretty
times.
good. It's gotten whoa,
Oh.
whoa, whoa, whoa! You'd think this was a professional show or something. I would know better than that.
What?
What?
Pshaw.
It is not. It's just not us unless somebody has the volume come up at some point.
I love it when the credits start. It sounds like everybody's having problems with Twitch so far. I would go ahead and we'll wait for you. Reboot.
Oh, I finally got that.
Cover him. He's going in.
What?
Oh, that's going to be our next. That's going to be our next T-shirt.
Legit.
Well, Michael, you had that problem in the last week, so
Yeah. All right. So when last we left our intrepid heroes.
he called us heroes. He obviously hasn't been paying attention.
Nope. I just run this game. I don't actually listen to it.
That's canon now.
Yeah.
So, a couple weeks ago, we should probably recap because it has been like 2 weeks since we last
Yeah,
played.
I appreciate everybody being patient with us for that stuff.
So,
There was a little man.
In a boat?
right.
No,
So you guys,
he wasn't in a boat. He was in a temple, you dumbass.
Oh.
actually, it was a
Well, it was kind of a temple.
kinda.
Yay, Jen!
Okay. So when last we left off,
This time for sure.
yeah, because this is never going to get old. You guys traveled across the
Wasteland.
the very bad portion of the wastes and made a pretty long journey following the map that you'd acquired.
What was the weather like? Shit was on fire!
That pretty much
Yes.
sums it up.
The blazing portion of the wastes, and you made it to the location at the end where they had discovered a very large repository of old armor.
No,
And-
what we really found were a bunch of elementals that were summoned, and then he tried to kill Scott by setting him on fire and drowning him at the same time. It worked so well.
It was comfortable.
But that was
It's like a day at the spa.
And we could go with the Blighted Lands.
kind of like the Blasted Lands. That
Okay,
actually works
the blast. Well,
Yeah.
especially since they were on fire.
Yes.
Shit's on fire!
It was bad.
So you make your way through the encounter with the elementals at the gate. You make it through. You see the row upon row of antique power armor.
Oh no, Jen!
Ugh. And
That's what you get for being the new girl.
as you start heading into the
It's our version of hazing.
except it's not us.
It's not us.
Don't jinx it, I've gone all day.
Just don't pay attention to the people on the
It's not
screen.
just him, it's them. It's I have to blot him out.
It is they.
No,
It's you.
no, it's not they's fault. Oh no, I've screwed up the camera.
Great. There.
Fixed it.
Ta-da!
So you go through, you find all this armor stacked up and sitting in its alcoves and things. And it's sort of like walking through an ancient ruin, a temple sort of arrangement. And as you're doing that, you hear this tap, 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 tap. And around the corner comes this very wizened old man who looks at you and says, "Huh."
He can't see me blinking hard at him because I have a horse helmet on, but May is blinking hard at him. What are you doing out here, old man?
One should ask you the same question.
Well, obviously I'm turning off the elementals. What are you doing?
You've come into my home.
Well, we didn't know you lived here.
He kind of frowns for a moment.
I come tromping in. Hey, could you turn the spa back on? It was nice.
No.
Got me monthly bath and everything.
You smell better, too. Smell like cotton candy duct tape.
Elementals, not as smart as you'd think.
No, but...
Well, I'm going to drown him. Oh, I'm going to set him on fire.
Hey, Finn. May points to the little guy. He says it's his home.
How are you doing, Granddad?
At least he didn't call you a leprechaun.
He's not that wee.
No, he's not that.
Okay.
He kind of frowns. What are you doing here? May I ask again? You have...
I'm embarrassed to say that Monica doesn't remember. We got a map, but I don't remember why we came out.
Treasure hunting. What else are we doing here?
Yeah, but I don't want to put it that way.
Look at all the armor.
Stop
Yes.
swinging your arm out. You're going to kill the camera again.
It's mine to watch.
How much longer?
How long have you been here?
8 or 9 centuries, give or take.
It's only dating.
Yeah. So we've come out to retrieve the treasure that's here. Well, I mean, you asked what we were doing here. We had no idea
I mean,
you were
the
here.
map didn't say what it was here. Just said, it's just a treasure map. There are armors here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like lined up?
Yes.
Pop open mine and hop out.
And you pop out, and they all kind of like, you kind of get the impression you're being stared at when you pop out by hundreds of eyes. And it's like, oh, yeah. He's kind of giving you the once over.
These are fantastic.
May exits her armor too, since these two are obviously sizing one another up.
He kind of looks you over too. He kind of,
Is he too old to determine his any racial features or anything like that?
He's got very pallid skin, long, flowing white hair. I mean, it's like super straight, really flowing. His ears are obscured underneath it, so it's impossible to say whether they have any of the elven point to them or not.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't quite have elven features. He is way too wrinkled.
Okay.
And he's kind of got that like really gnarled look. He kind of has a bit of a dry crackness to his voice, and his lips are a little dry looking.
Because he's been out here for 900 years.
We should bring him some moisturizer.
We should have brought him in the water elemental.
He taps his cane.
Yes?
I haven't decided with you. Let's go have some tea.
That sounds wonderful. I'm May.
Him's Finn.
And we'll see if I give you my name.
That's fine.
And he leans you back out
Oh.
out of the main chamber
Uh-huh.
into a homier portion of it, you go through these enormous double doors that are still polished shine enamel, blue colored. It's like blue painted and polished shine marble.
So are there like torches in here, or is the only light the light that's coming through the open doors?
It is mostly light coming through the open doors, but there are a few dim torches as you come through the grand doors.
Can we see the other two doors that were closed?
Yes.
There's nothing there. There's just markings on.
Mhm.
Okay. I apologize. I just wanted to make sure I had that.
They all open into the same vast chamber.
Okay. All right. Then we leave that room.
Right. So he leads you into this other hallway, which once you get into this grand hallway, and it's got like tapestries that line the walls, and you can see armor in all the tapestries in various fighting poses.
Terry, did you basically all but invert Shazam?
Massage.
He did. So
I'm trying to be good.
it's all right. So
Chat keeps talking. What the hell is wrong with our camera? Okay, I don't know who's messing with us from home, but y'all stop. That's just weird.
I don't know what it's doing.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's got a pretty thick carpet with intricate designs woven into it. It leads you down this long, and it keeps going way past where he leads you. He takes you a couple of rooms, you pass a couple of smaller doors down the hallway, and he brings you into a much smaller, homier area that appear to be actual living quarters. There's a fireplace with a little crackling fire going, and
Let's periodically fix my hair so that it fixes the camera.
maybe.
I don't know why it's acting so goofy this week.
I don't either.
Apparently everybody's having video problems. Ours just happens to be the
Well,
camera.
I'll be honest with you. I predicted there would be problems tonight.
Why?
Because how easily the setup went.
Yeah, I was really mad. I was like, I don't like this. And Scott's like, what? I said, I don't like this. He says, what? And I'm like, the setup went way too easy tonight.
Okay.
I said, it's going to happen.
So it's your fault.
No. I was hoping that by invoking the fact that it would happen, that it wouldn't happen.
I don't think we're knocking the table.
You're moving around a lot.
Sorry, we're animated tonight. Mercury's in Gatorade. I don't think that's exactly what it is.
No, that's legit. I know, because I'm an aquarium.
Well, you know what? You're right, because I study astronomology.
Way to bring that right back around to old things.
I love it. You know I'm always going to do the callbacks. At least it's not Powerade.
All right.
Sorry. I'm trying not to read the screen.
It's okay.
It's hard. They're funny.
They are funny. So he brings you into this small living quarters, and everything's it's much smaller scale, much cozier. There's an old cat warming itself by the fire, and it gets up, stretches itself, its tail goes all bushy, and then it slinks off out of sight.
I was hoping I was going to make tea again.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, fella.
It like peeks back around the corner and looks at you.
We're all right.
You smell like sulfur.
Well, that is one lippy cat.
Sulfur, then. Shouldn't smell like sulfur. Just had a bath.
You just had a bath in fire.
But that's fair.
Okay.
I guess water only does so much.
Cat leaps up onto the table. Kind of gives you the once over. Meows loudly.
I'm May. Pleasure to meet you.
And it continues to ignore you. And it turns its head like this.
And I cease to exist. All right. From this point on, May proceeds to ignore the cat.
Okay.
You know I'm allergic to cats, right?
Bad news.
That the
She's
cat
right
seems-
there.
Cat hops down, and it's like all over your legs.
They know.
I'm not really allergic to cats. My psychology has worked. That's me taking the automatic on understanding the supernatural.
Cat's cat.
Do you have a spot I can wash up real quick, Grandad? Apparently I smell like sulfur.
You do. Over there.
Thank you.
It shows you to a small area, and actually there is running water.
What devilry is this?
They have elementals on tap.
No,
What-
this is amazing. I need this.
You go in, and basically it's a stone basin in this side room, and then there's another what appears to be a toilet, for lack of, and they are both currently trickling water.
This is fantastic.
I'm a little jealous now. I wish I smelled like sulfur. Since we've been out in the desert for how many?
Mm-hmm.
10
So the old
days?
right. So the old man goes over and opens a cabinet, pulls down a crystalline pitcher, and pours water into a metal teapot. There doesn't appear to be anything in the pitcher. It's like empty crystalline pitcher, and he goes and pours water out of it. Fills up the teapot, puts the kettle on the fire, hangs it there, looks back at the pair of you again.
May puts her hand down next to her, hanging off of the chair, just low enough that the cat can rub up against it.
And it does. Runs its sandpaper tongue over your knuckles.
Eventually, she starts scritching behind its ears.
You're filthy.
Probably am. We've been in the desert for how long? And in that suit of armor for days.
You walk back out, and the cat wanders away from May, looks up at you. Tell your friend to bathe.
I can only do so much.
Sulfur, the both of you. Ugh.
Have you been out there?
No.
Smart cat.
So the old man, he's still kind of giving you this look. He's doing the tea thing. And he's like,
So do you tell me I smell like sulfur too?
I mean, if you don't know by now.
Well, how would I know the cat doesn't talk to me, you dumbass?
I mean, I smelled like sulfur. The old man confirmed.
Yeah, but the fire...
We've been in a
it's-
desert made of sulfur farts.
I just realized it was that. All right, well, I guess I'll go shower then.
the old man's like, the two of you.
Is this after I get...
Do you both hear the cat? Or is it just him?
I assume I don't hear the cat. It just meows at me. No.
Do you hear
Only
the
him.
cat?
No. But it seems that it's sometimes smarter than it ought to be.
I mean, that's how cats are. Very observant cats.
Yeah. But
That's his thing.
his
my knack.
gift.
Yes.
Your knack. Knack. It's a good word for it.
I used to think they just liked me.
You don't have the darkness about you.
So some of the
That's a different character, sir.
that's my Sunday night character. The
Unrelated.
So that's what I was going to ask. So do some alchemists have dark? I mean, we've talked about that. There's like blood alchemy and stuff like that. Is that kind
There's
of
blood alchemy and things like that, and the dark alchemy might be part of it, but you get the impression he's talking about something else.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're asking.
Stains, greed, sins. I mean, you have shadows, but no more than anybody else. Not like the men who came through.
Oh, you mean the men who came through the first time and took armor and created the map?
Stole armor.
Stole
They stole the map.
Oh, is this map? Is this the part of the map that's missing, or? I mean, I show it to him. I mean, do you have the rest of it?
I have part of it, or had part of it. The whole thing's been stolen.
Oh, I'd love to see that map. But I think it's back east. But I'm not sure how. So how is it that they were able to cut this out without triggering it? This map, they prepared exploding runes.
Ha ha ha! No.
I don't know how else to say that. No?
I mean, it's accurate enough. Every time we tried to copy it down, it just...
Yeah.
Because it's a map of the land.
that's so
it's
clever.
that fire. It's bringing through the fire of the land.
You can't even map the land, it's so hot.
Wow.
So you'd have to have like a different material.
No.
No?
Well, stone.
Maybe
in
sort
theory, might do it, but eventually you would end up with a
So-
pool of molten rock.
So how did somebody map it in the first place then?
Why? Because the map we saw was...
There's dampening magic.
Oh.
Yeah, but if it came from something larger, shouldn't the dampening magic have been cut from it when they cut out the piece?
But they're still connected.
It's still
Oh,
a
that's
map
right.
of the
That's
land.
right. It's still connected.
Yeah, we can still see the
And
map.
there's more to it.
Well, of course. What would be that more?
Suppose at this point it's already damaged. There's no harm. He takes the kettle off the fire.
Mm-hmm.
No point in wasting the water. Come on, this way. And he leads you back out into the hallway.
We're getting tea. I'm disappointed. At least I got a shower. Follow him back out.
So you follow him back out, and he leads you into another room. This one has an immense table. It's like 8 feet wide across the short end and like probably 30 feet long. And
So it's like a hallway.
it is enormous. I mean, this room, it's got vaulted ceilings, and hanging from one wall is it's an absolutely enormous map of the continent. And you can see towards the bottom a section that has been cut away.
Oh.
A very large rectangular portion has been removed, probably with a knife.
But it's a larger portion than what we have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you can see in several spots where there are like runes marked on the map around various areas
Uh-huh.
in a flowing script that is slightly different than what the rest of it's done in.
Can I can I make an intellect? Can I make an intellect check? Not to determine what the supernatural quality is, but to see if I recognize this writing in other texts.
Sure.
To see if I can. So, can I use my supernatural understanding? All right.
You applying any effort?
I am. But
I
only
read
one.
Common and Imperial. And High Imperial.
High
Alright.
Imperial, there is some notations in High Imperial on the map.
Okay, so I have a
Ooh.
14 and it's reduced by 3.
It's a really old, archaic version of High Imperial, but it is High Imperial.
Oh, I know this bit.
What's it say? Because I don't know. I don't know
It
that I read
identifies
it.
various locations.
Oh, okay.
Translates to "You are here."
Oh, okay.
No, actually, there isn't a
City
you are here.
names.
Because where you are is part
It's
of the
on the
missing.
cutout part.
Right.
That says that right here.
It just kind of marks a couple of. I guess these are all depots.
Interesting. So 14 on the die, reduced by 3.
Okay. Yes, you've seen these in other obscure texts. They are untranslated ancient writings found in a number of locations where they came across small caches of armor.
Do we have any name for the people who created the armor?
Not really.
Okay.
If you think there is one, maybe you can throw one out
Well,
there.
I'm thinking maybe we'll just go with the creators. That makes it kind of, because there's no other knowledge. So so May goes up and she like doesn't touch it,
It's
but like
the
points at
creator's script, yes.
Yeah. and like doesn't touch it, but like and looks back over her shoulder and says, "This is the language of the creator's script. Is this their map and things have been added to it?"
Nothing's added.
So all of these languages were added at the same time of the map
Yeah,
creation.
they're all like, painted on.
When was this map made then?
He kind of like thinks back. 9th Dynasty? Maybe?
How long ago was that then?
You're like,
I've never
no
even heard
idea.
it. Okay, I've never even heard it. Okay. We don't keep time by that anymore. How long ago was that?
Well,
And you said you've been here 900 years.
It was probably... Well, it was old when I got here. It's carry the one.
I'm going back to Yellow Room. He's got to have some Mordor's originals.
What?
Candies.
I don't think we have Werther's originals here. Blasted lands. He might have that ribbon candy though that grandmas have, at holidays.
Oh man.
Maybe give or take half a millennia.
But some of these languages didn't exist then.
Boy.
No. I mean, I'm willing to accept that these languages were known by the person who made the map. I'm just trying to figure out who would have that knowledge to make this map.
Yes. Let's try this on.
Okay.
You all, on the last group that came through here, you all seem to have a skewed picture of history.
Well, that's because a bunch of history happened and then we lost track of it and we don't...
That's because the war went a lot longer than most of you think.
How long did the war go?
But you were all still fighting it. And it was on... I mean, you guys were in the middle of a different squabble, I'm certain. But I mean, all in all, you were still fighting essentially the same war 100 years ago.
Really? My friend's in the other room looking for candy.
You might want to stop him if there's anything in there you don't want him to find. He's kind of dedicated.
He nods. He's like, it's okay.
Where does he keep the candy?
Cat's like, oh, treats?
Treats.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Where does he keep those?
Cat like rubs against your legs, hops up onto one of the tables,
Oh, I know we're friends.
and he's like, and kind of like nods at one of the cabinets.
Now you know he's not looking at the same kind of treats you are.
And as if predicted, there are these little cans with screw-off lids, and you open one up. It is fish jerky,
Pungent.
very pungent.
That's not for me, but I'm gonna take some out.
He pounces on it.
Where does he keep the people candy?
Cat looks at you like, is that it? Really? You want people candy, and this is all you're going to give me? Just leave the can out.
I don't want to make him too mad.
He's like, I think you'll find what you're looking for over there. And he like points to his tail. Sure enough.
Candy.
It's not really candy, but it'll do.
It's like sweets.
Like sweet meat, sweet jerkies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Candied.
Jellies.
Candied.
Something.
Sweet nuts.
We're not doing phrasing tonight.
Perfect.
Like Jordan almonds and
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Give
love
a
Jordan
little
almonds.
scritch on the head. You've earned it.
I love Jordan almonds. They're so yummy.
And rejoin them.
So
Cat's a wealth of information. Gotta bribe her, though.
old man rolls his eyes. Ugh.
May
Talk
just turns
about
back.
greed.
May just turns back and continues. So this war, then, it's been fought for several hundreds or even thousands of years,
Mm-hmm.
and we've only just finished it.
Haven't
But
we?
then well, not necessarily.
He shakes
But
his
the other
head.
thing is,
Oh no.
But then the other thing becomes, we're not fighting for the same thing. We wouldn't even know what, or is this a bigger fight than us?
You probably don't know. I imagine most of you have forgotten
Why-
what the armor was made for.
We don't know what the armor was made for, other than to be armor, powered armor.
Because the corruption slipped through and people forgot.
The corruption from where? The other side? I don't even know which side I'm fighting on.
Most people don't. You all lost track. You've gotten into petty squabbles, nations.
Well, we are people. That's what we do. We're very good at it. I'm not going to say it's a strong point. I'm just going to say that that's what we do, and we're very good at it.
Fortunately, things have been quiet for a long time. Ideally, they'll stay quiet. But I'm less hopeful these days. Those men that came through. They were bad news.
Well, they're after our friend.
I imagine they'll be trying to come back, too.
Yeah, why is there a dark path that leads straight here through the desert then?
It's not supposed to be there.
Oh.
I wonder if that's what the person in the east has created. 'Cause I was
There's a
gonna-
mark.
It's a mark.
The Burning Land is supposed to protect us.
Oh.
Hide us.
So is it like a scar?
All right, so you know alchemy.
Yes. Well,
You know marks.
yes.
The land has alchemical markings on it now. Built of mountains and streams.
Can we see them on the map? Can May see it on the map?
Yeah, you noticed it when you were making the
Oh,
map.
oh, oh! When
the
I was
landscape itself had strokes
okay.
in it.
Oh, okay.
that
Okay.
made-
I understand. Okay, I understand. I remember now. Which is
I
how
thought you were saying like there were lines on the map that came together to make the markings,
they
not
do.
they
not just like the mountains themselves make the markings.
they do. It's both. It's both. That's
hmm
so. And she just goes to the map and she like points to another section. Actually, she goes to the map and she points to a spot that she knows is water, like a lake or something, or
Okay.
or a sea. So there are markings here then that designate the water.
You see, like
Right,
where. Well,
right.
actually, if you go to like the circles,
Uh-huh.
they're
I
the
think
the
I get it.
circles with the other markings. Those are like protective runes that are kind of keeping the magic in check. But you can see one of them is like frozen. All the alchemical markings for freezing. One is the alchemical markings for acid. One
I
is
think I get it, Meg. I think I get it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it like the terrain. Take a step back and see where the markings are.
Why I am, but here's the thing. There are still markings in places
They're
that
all,
make
all
them
those areas are encircled. All the areas where the landscape does something,
Oh, okay.
those are all encircled.
Oh, okay.
So on the greater map, it's really easy to kind of pinpoint them.
So she puts the part of the map that she has up on the wall where it would be roughly.
And there is a border section missing that would have the circle in it.
Okay, that's what she's. So are there other fire circles, or is this the only one?
There is one other flaming circle far, far away. Well, actually, all of the ones that you see are very far away. But the closest ones are there's like an acid one, and there's a frozen one to the north.
Okay, probably storms and.
And
Stuff
there's
like
one that's marked electricity.
And so each of these areas, she looks back at the old man. Each of these areas,
Those
Are
are the
also
greatest
pre-
caches.
so somebody came in here and stole this part of the map so they could find it again.
Find this place, yes.
Right. And then somebody stole this part of the map to prevent them from getting back.
With the marking, and he shows where with these, you could destroy their map. You unravel this, and you would undo the protections. They took the whole thing.
But it wouldn't damage the greater map.
No.
Well, I hate to do this, but I think we should.
Can't do that.
Why?
They'll go after Henry.
I don't see how we're going to be able to help Henry
You
either
can't
way.
do anything about it now, anyways.
What do you mean?
What are you going to do? You missed the piece that actually...
Oh, we can't destroy it at a distance. We have to have
You could, if you had the piece that's missing. There are 3 maps. There's the giant map.
right.
There's the cutout section.
It's
and
like
the
a
cutout
donut.
section is 2 parts. And you don't have the part that goes around.
Right, we don't have the
yours.
donut.
And you would have to destroy the part that goes around to destroy your map.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that we could destroy our map and it would destroy the rest of the map too. Okay.
Nope, because destroying the outside marks would activate yours, and it would just...
Okay, I misunderstood.
None of them are actually connected in such a way that you could burn all of it.
Okay.
Terry, I'm jealous that you live somewhere with a 7-Eleven. I miss it's one of the things I really miss from Chicago is 7-Eleven.
Slurpees.
Mm.
Nowhere near Burger King. Anyway, so
Burger King was like the closest thing in Cincinnati to it.
you haven't watched Stranger Things season 3 yet.
With its new Coke.
It's bold.
Granddad, can I ask a question?
Hmm.
When they came here and took the armor,
Mm-hmm.
did people actually wear it and drive it off, or did they just load it up?
A little bit of both.
Did they somehow force it to accept them?
I don't know how they did it.
Does this armor actually have spirits already attached to it?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of spirits?
Depends on the suit.
Okay. Well, the
Do you mind if we take a look?
Go ahead.
the reason I ask is ours came from a known cavalry.
He coughs again, and when he kind of gives this little cough, and there's sort of like a flicker around his edges for a moment.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't look fine. Okay. Head back out. Sorry about your elementals.
Okay, go ahead and give me perception rolls real quick.
Okay. I got some of that. And I'll throw an effort on it as well. Woo! 20! I don't have to spend my effort after all.
Okay. When you walk back out into the hallway, you
Uh-huh.
see a very small couple of spots of blood on the carpet that almost get lost in the design.
And it's fresh.
It's dry.
But it's fresh. It's
freshish.
okay. Is it where he was standing?
Mm-mm. But you see it in the carpeting. And as you kind of like look around, you can see that there's signs that the carpet has been recently cleaned.
What happened here?
Nothing to concern yourself with.
So I don't know an awful lot about individuals who live 900 years, but
Sorry. I just realized.
oh,
You need
we don't have
cards.
cards. I think I get one. Yeah, I get one. Whoa, wait. How many did you get? Oh, okay. I was confused. I thought you said 2. All due respect, if you're the only one here and this blood has just recently been cleaned on this carpet, are you okay?
I will live.
Well, that's reassuring. So these men who came back, who came the first time and stole some of the armor,
Kitty, what's wrong with your friend?
He's the last of the Guardians.
well, that was helpful.
He's been hurt. You should be able to see that.
Can we see it?
How long ago?
Cat shrugs. Kind of like stretches and months, maybe. You know, does the little toe wiggle.
Of course, everybody missed that at home.
I
All they
know.
could see is the palm of your hands.
What happened to him?
Those others came here with someone and overpowered the Guardians.
There were more than just him here.
Oh, yeah.
How many?
The last were 20 strong.
They killed everyone but him.
Mm-hmm. Mostly it was the one. The tarnished one. The one. Black. Shadowed.
So while he's talking to the cat, finish.
The night touched.
Who's the night touched?
The old man's like, oh. Sphinx, you are too talkative. I don't know. That's what we were calling the one that came through.
So what happened for those of us who can't talk to the cats and can't get the old man to talk?
He's the last of 20.
Whoa. They killed all of your friends. It was
Yeah, it was sort of like rolling over the geriatric ward.
well, if you were all 900 years old, yeah. I mean, I'm trying not to laugh, but it's pretty funny.
The cat's like rolls over. Plays it being so old. It's so tiring. I mean, he's old, but
Cat's probably as old as he is.
How long have you been here? Sphinx was it?
don't care.
I've got 9 lives. This is just the second.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it.
Okay.
It's belly a scratch.
Oh no, you're gonna lose your hand.
So you like scratch his belly. It goes on for a good couple seconds, and then she bites you solidly,
There we go.
That's how you.
and then she leaves.
That's how you know she loves you. Now she ignores you too. So they stole. Can we see where they stole some of the armor? I mean, is it clear where the armor was?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll take you back out. You can see the empty spaces. They're pretty close to the front.
So did they steal any particular armor, or just the ones that they could get?
The easiest to get.
Okay. Did any of them have flight abilities?
All of these have flight abilities.
Oh man, how come we couldn't have gotten flight abilities in these horses?
Horses don't fly.
So? I bet half these animals don't fly either. Is it possible to tell what animals are?
They look like horses.
They look like horses.
Yeah, they look very similar to yours.
See?
They have like extra attachments on them. Like the one had like almost like a backpack piece.
Right, the leprechaun horses flew.
Yeah, but that one looked like a bird.
It did look like a bird.
Yeah. These, he's like, these were the last of the Pegasi.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Really?
Mm.
Just walk up to one of them. Kind of caress the armor for a second.
Okay.
Look what you did to the camera! Stop touching things! Stop!
Can you hear me?
You get an impression of disgruntled.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah.
I can feel you in there.
It's very proud.
As it should be. Do you remember your last day?
and it actually like turns and looks at him.
At who? At Scott?
Yeah, the armor like turns and looks.
Oh, now you done it. Stop making the armor
And
angry.
the old man's like, comes over and he's like, it hasn't had its last day yet. Don't.
It's lost. Do you remember your last breeding day? Sorry, breathing.
You really
You-
should
you and
stop. I wish I knew what you were saying because I'd smack you in
You
the
and your
head.
consonants.
You can hear him.
I'm talking out loud.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm talking out
What
loud.
are you doing? Why are you making this armor angry at you? I mean, how would you feel if someone asked you that?
Would you tell me about it?
The old man's like, they
So my
This-
character has like the
Yeah.
exasperation.
yeah.
I'm going to spend 2 effort and soothe the savage.
Okay.
Glad I spent effort. It's 5 on the die.
Oh, you're not going to be. Nah.
It stamps on your foot
Oh,
Oh.
that's going to hurt.
and it like turns away. They're proud.
They should be.
But then stop
I bet they
treating
were-
them
I bet they were
disrespectfully.
magnificent.
I don't think you quite get it.
They are still magnificent. Are you even looking at the same horse I'm looking at?
He says, let's talk for a minute. You seem to be under the impression that their best days were ahead of them.
Behind them.
Ahead of them.
Oh.
These are noble beasts that were nearing the end of their days.
I understand.
And were given a second chance to fight again.
Gotcha. Sorry when...
Yes, I am well aware of what some of them have thought to do since. The biggest problem is you cannot find an animal that is willing to give up its skin when it is not close to death. And that's why their experiments fail.
Not all of them.
That's why they fail mostly.
Whistle for King.
And comes flying in.
They did a fair job with King here.
But the shackles. I can see the shackles on him. You've done a good job of loosening them, boy, but they are still there.
I'll get him there.
Disgraceful. Not you. Not you. He motions to the bird. It's like, I don't know if it understands me or not, but make sure he knows that I don't mean hit. I mean...
So anyway, that was awkward.
Alright, so I can see the Night Touched are doing more in the world than I thought.
They were. Sort of ruined their lab.
Our lab.
The lab where they did this.
Oh. I don't know anything about the bird, so.
Man got a wee bit drunk one night. You know.
You stole a magnificent alabaster and jade bird because you got drunk one night?
No, I got drunk and destroyed the lab they were using to do this.
Oh.
Kind of just followed.
Okay.
It's before I knew they could talk to me.
Oh. What a surprise. You probably thought you were drunk. Like usual.
Maybe.
Like usual.
Like, maybe.
Like maybe. So, you have an army a small army of Pegasi waiting to go into battle again.
And no one to drive, no one to ride them.
Except for the bad guys who are coming in and stealing them. Because they know where you are.
I'm worried they're using these armors to pick up their research.
Well, I'm afraid they're using them for all sorts of things, but short of moving them, I don't know what we can do to protect you at this point. And the problem is that we still have a friend who still has come into contact, who is coming to possess this map, and now they're trying to kill him. And he sent us out here to
what?
retrieve the treasure.
As far as he knew, it was just a treasure map he won in a game of cards.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way he knew that this was out here.
He's under such scrutiny now that he's got it. It sort of gave it an air of legitimacy.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to find a different way to solve this problem for him.
Yeah, I know.
You cannot leave this place.
There isn't anything little that you have that I can bring back as the treasure, do ya?
I suspect the people he won it from know what's here.
Oh, well then. We are definitely not going to be able to do that.
That was kind of the story around town. They sort of went out, came back with a bunch of armor.
Now,
What? So, there's a mark out on the land that now leads here. Is there any way to undo that?
Imagine we've got to get the rest of the map.
I imagine they've been using the map to make the marks.
Actually, was that trail on the map?
Yeah.
But it's on our map.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be on their map. We have the map.
You have the map. It is on your map.
Can we change this map?
You could try, but I don't think that you're actually going to have the power to change the land. And the part of the map that you would need to do that, you're lacking.
Not changing the land so much, I think she's saying, but
No.
just changing the path.
No, we'd have
need
to
to
change
change
the
the
land.
land.
Because this is the land. They have erased part of the
They've
fire.
marked the two together.
Which is why they haven't been working as hard to get the map as they otherwise could be, because they still know that there's a path out here. Do you know how they marked it?
This is why I say the war's not done.
I see that. So, if you're out here protecting the army, is this an intrusion?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you're out here protecting...
So he gets a little fuzzy again around the outside when he does that cough.
Uh-huh.
And when he does it this time, you can see a red stain on his clothes. And then it's gone.
So he obviously has got some kind of illusion going. Do I have any way to break through that?
You could try to muscle through it with your own mental effort.
Okay. Before I do that, I'd like to take my my refresh roll so that I have a bigger pool again.
Okay.
All right, well, that wasn't very good, but it's better than nothing. All right, I'm going to put 2 effort on it. Will my understanding supernatural work as well, or perception?
I'll give you perception.
Okay. So I'll put 2 effort on it, reduce it by 2, and the perception,
Okay.
it's a 10.
You can't now, but you do think, perceiving him, that when he coughs and winces in pain,
Mhm.
it's probably easier in the moments around that,
Because he can't concentrate on both.
because he's evidently losing his concentration.
He's got a hernia,
And it's alchemical.
and it's alchemical.
Or not.
This would be easier if you didn't continue to hide behind your illusions. That has to be draining you a lot. You don't have the energy to spend on that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Look, I've fought enough wars and have seen enough people who hurt. And I have enough knowledge of not who you are or what you are, but I certainly know what you're doing.
He purses his lips really, really tightly. They start to get a little white around the edges. His eyes narrow.
I get it that the Pegasi are proud, but so are you. Stop. We can't help you if you don't let us help you.
Fine. And so there's a shimmering around him. And suddenly you're faced with a 7-foot tall, lithe-formed individual, bare-chested, muscular, beautiful to behold,
Oh, geez,
Behind
Momoa
it.
showed up.
behind a faint halo of energy around him,
Holy crap.
with wings.
Okay, have I ever seen anything like this before in a book?
Angels.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
And he has a grievous-looking wound under a bandage. And it is still looking like it is spreading.
Did they hit you with? You're still bleeding.
Magic?
Spear.
Oh.
A night spear.
Is that infected?
No, but it refuses to heal.
Well, probably because it's a night spear and you're of the light. That explains a few more things.
When he speaks, it actually sounds like a bunch of people talking at once, in unison.
Okay.
– Cacophony-like or harmonistic?
Harmonistic.
So what do we call you? Because Granddad doesn't seem to fit anymore.
Granddad will be fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Jason Momoa.
You can call me Jace. Actually, let's
Oh, take a break.
no.
Oh,
What did Terry come up with earlier?
Shazam backwards.
Shazam backwards. Except instead of HS, it was still an SH.
Mazash is
Mazash.
Mazash is a terrible name. We're not using that name.
Eh,
All right, we'll use that name.
I actually had a different
Granddad
name.
Mazash.
I had a different name for him originally, but we're gonna go with Mazash.
Mazash. So ironically, it translates to Granddad.
Only in the language of the angels. So, what can we do to help then?
Raise an army.
Oh, sure.
I've just got one in my back pocket. Let me get that out for you.
I mean, it ain't like we don't know 2 soldiers.
Well, we know plenty
and you know
of soldiers.
they're gonna know people.
Well, I mean, we know plenty of soldiers, but like we're just gonna march them out here? How are we gonna get around those worms? I mean, we're gonna march an army out here. I mean, they're gonna obviously be able to fly back, but I mean, those worms were no laughing matter. We're gonna lose people. There's gonna be too much movement. We won't be able to get them out here.
Are the worms part of like the natural order of things out here, or are they like drawn to that path?
No, they had lines wrapped around them. They're being controlled.
That's what I'm asking.
They're servants of the shadow.
Even the ones that
But
nest out there.
There's a way.
Okay. Oh, you don't know it?
There is one way. And with that, he reaches out his hands.
I felt bad for him. I was going to try to cut him loose.
Well, we did try to cut them loose, and that went.
It did not go well.
No, it didn't. It went right through our armor.
He says, there is one way.
Okay.
He raises out his hands like so.
Okay.
And this nimbus of power starts to grow around his hands. And he begins to move in a dance-like set of motions. And as he does so, they draw lines around and behind, and he begins to make runes in the air. And we will call it there for the moment. Take a break.
Okay.
That's very lovely. He needs to kick his feet a bit more, though.
Do you even know what you're talking about? I don't think you do.
There's a reason they don't call it desert dance.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
I'm Andrew Marlowe.
That's a jerk with an opinion.
You
Too many
are.
toys.
This has been Legends of the Wild Waste. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or in the next episode, depending on how you're watching us.